When we talk about the wali, let me mention about it here in the book about what is known as Salat Laylat al-Dafn, the prayer to be recited on the first night of the burial of a deceased. As I mentioned is many times, the ahadith that we have, what our sources in the Sharia says, that it is the wali who has to do it. But even before that, and I given the hadith of the Prophet in Arabic here, where the Prophet actually says that the first night for a mayyit is a difficult one. لا يأتي على الميت أشد من أول ليلة. Nothing is more severe for a deceased than the first night of burial. فارحموا موتاكم بالصدقة. Therefore have mercy on your dead by giving in charity, sadaqah. We've forgotten that part of it. And the hadith goes on where the Prophet says, فَإِن لَمْ تَجِدُوا. And if you can't afford it, if you cannot afford the sadaqah, فَلَيُصَلِّي أَحَدُكُمْ رَكْعَتَيْن. Then one of you should recite this namaz. And the method of the namaz is there. And so this is where I emphasize that the sunnat part of this whole process is on the wali, and if he doesn't do it, he can request somebody or hire somebody, to do it on his behalf. The rest should actually do, if they want to do anything for the marhum or marhuma at that time, is Namaze Hadiya Mayyit, which can be done anytime, in any way, and as many times as you want, for as many marhumin as you want. Whereas Namaze Laylatul Dafn, known as Namaze Wahshat, is only for one individual. And this is where, when I sent the question to Ayatul Sistani's office, this is in 1996, that the community has this habit of, whenever somebody dies overseas or here, they announce, ask the whole community to do Namaze Wahshat. They said, if they do it, then they have to do it with the niyat of raja. Raja, raja'an lil matlubiyya. This is an legal term in fiqh. What it means is that I am doing this with the hope that it may be accepted by Allah. You can't do the niyat of sunnat qurbatan ilallah. You can only do the niyat of sunnat qurbatan ilallah for something which is confirmed sunnat of our sharia. When a mujtahid says you may do this with the niyat of raja, he's basically saying this is not a confirmed sunnah. We don't have an evidence for that. So my point is, why don't do something which is sunnat, Namaz Hadiya Mayyit, then do something which is raja. It doesn't really matter whether the sawab there is going to be more or less. The issue is, just do Namaz Hadiya Mayyit. That can be done anytime, anyway. Because the time of barzakh is the most difficult stage for a mu'min or a mu'minah.